Hey everyone, so this is a demo of my Blue Team project Manta. A short description of Manta. It is a lightweight phishing email scanner, which alerts the user of any potential phishing emails that it detects. So, a disclaimer: it is just a precautionary step. It is not an absolute solution. So, first thing first, let me show you what we will be using over here. So in my email there are 9 test email that we will be using, and out of the 9 emails I have 2 emails which are actual phishing emails. One is actually just a test email that I sent to myself, but the other one is kind of legitimate phishing email that I created using GoFish, and it looks really good. I'll show you just a moment. So this one over here sent from testing 12 at gmail.com. This is one of the emails that I sent to myself. It is just a random email test email that I sent. So all it needs, my project needs to do is find two flags, which is email and name mismatch, and double extension. So what that is you can see the attachment over here. So it has two different extensions, .pdf and dot documents. So it needs to scan for that and flag it. So the other one is this one. So this is the email, the phishing email, job alert, hiring in position that you're looking for. It is just a phishing email that I created using GoFish. So and it looks really legitimate. If you can see it actually looks like an email sent from LinkedIn. So once I click on it, it will take me to a local host. You can see it's not a legitimate URL over here. And when I try to let's see, I sign in, it will take me to LinkedIn. So that's that. So and there are other 7 emails are actually not an phishing email. So they are just a random email sent to me by different companies, and but not companies in general, but you can say those are companies. They send the email subscribe that I have subscribed to. Yeah, that's the phrase I was looking for. Okay, so those are just random emails that I selected, which are not a phishing email, actual just a normal random emails that we get on everyday basis. So that's that. Now let's see the database. Let's minimize it and let's see the database. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing in the database right now, but once we run the code, there should be there should be details about the emails, and this is just a blacklist emails. Like if any of the emails are potential phishing emails, then the email addresses will be blacklisted over here. So and this is the another email that we have. So now let's get started with the code. Now let's run the code. So this is the code that I have. Now I'm just going to run it. So what it does is that it checks my email and just search for the 100 emails, and if the code suspects any kind of phishing emails, then it will just send me an alert. I've got notification about it on my phone. So I think the code's done. Let's see. Yeah, it should be done. Yep, it's basically done. So let's check my email. So let's yep, you can see there are 3 new emails on the top. So let's click on this one. So potential email phishing email alert. So this one was the phishing email test that I sent to myself. So here you can see that the flags provided over here is name and email mismatch and masqueraded file, which means double extension files. So that is detected and considered flagged as a potential phishing email. So another one, let's go. So this one is the LinkedIn the one created using GoFish. So you can see it has been detected. So the flags in it are name and email mismatch, and email and URL domain mismatch. So basically, what it's saying is that the email used over there, even if it is sent by LinkedIn, like there should be linkedin.com or something like that related to LinkedIn in the email address itself, and in the domain too. If it is providing domains like URLs in the emails, it should some of them should actually match the domain of the email address that is sent. So I'm using that logic to find if it is a legitimate link that they are sending or not. So this is the other one, and one of the phishing email alert. So this one is a, what do you call that? Sorry, this is a false positive. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. So you can see it was sent to me by Malwarebytes. So it is just an open source antivirus software that I use. So it has so my code has detected that it is a potential phishing email, and that's why I told at the start of the video itself, like it is just a precautionary measure. It is not an absolute solution. So there can be cases like we can get false positive, and there also might be cases that there is a false negative. I've not got that false negative till now with the testing that I've done. So I think that it is the code is pretty good and working fine as well. So now let's see the database. So as I said earlier, so once the code is run, once the code is done running, it should add all the emails that it checked over here. So let's see. So you can see that nine records has been entered over here, and the email from where I received them, and the email address of the sender. So over here, it determines whether it is a phishing email or not through Y and N. So recorded on. So it is just when it was recorded, and the flags like why was some of the emails considered to be for phishing emails while other ones were not considered to be a phishing emails. So this is just to specify that. And now let's look at the blacklist. So over here we got two blacklists. So one is Malwarebyte, and another one is rfish testing 12 at gmail.com. Quite a handful of quite a difficult name, I would say. Okay, so you can see if you remember closely, the two phishing emails that I sent, it was from our fish testing 12, but there's only one entry, and that's intentional. I didn't want redundancy on my on the blacklist. That's why I did that. So there's a logic to in the code. There's a logic that will handle that too. Okay, now let's that's basically it for the demo of the project. Now, I'm just going to give a brief explanation of what each of the py files does. So, emailcheck.py, all this does is so as we know, everyone has 100 emails on on their email addresses, on their mails, right? So what it does is that reads the unread emails and checks if they are basically phishing emails or not. And for determining if they are a phishing email, it uses three different logics. So let me take you to the logics that I have. Okay, so the logics are here. So the first one is email and name mismatch. So what that means is whenever so this is one of the most commonly used social engineering tricks in the phishing emails. The attacker will use a different name, let's say it might use LinkedIn support as the name, while the email address could be anything. Like it could have random numbers, but basically it will not have the same name as the account itself. So that is the one that I'm looking for over here. And in second check, it checks like if the email has an attachment, uh, and if it will look for like masqueraded files, like if it has double extensions, like because those are really harmful and dangerous. Like masqueraded files is also a technique of sending like executable files and other malicious files into the email. Like sometimes the emails do not actually check like let them through. So because of that, it is really dangerous, and that's why these two, blacklisted email extension and masqueraded files, have a greater score to it. Like if it is detected, uh, it will not just add one, like in the code. If you go through it, you'll understand it. Like it will add two, because it is kind of more dangerous than the other two logics that I have. And blacklisted extension are just like .exe files, .bat, .js, like the executables that can be like just that could the harm for that could be malicious. Like once you download it, and if you run it, like it could do potential harms. So those are the blacklist emails extensions that it will check for. And finally, the link check. Like so it will just look at the domain of the email address. Like so basically, if LinkedIn sends an email to us, like from the tech support, or any kind of support from them, like they will have LinkedIn somewhere in their email. Like you understand. So it will have some in the email itself. There should be linkedin.com. So it will get that domain from the email address, and it will check for the URLs present in all of the present in so what do you call that? Sorry, present in the URLs. Like so the and only take out the domain. Like if we have a URL, let's say www.facebook.com/login, and a bunch of random words after that, like it will only extract facebook.com, which is the actual domain, and it will check if both of them matches or not. And there are possibilities, like having more than one links. Like if you are sending a research based paper, like there can be lot of URLs to it. Like and all of them might not actually redirect to the your actual domain. So like there's a logic to handle that as well. So the code handles that as well, and based on that, like it will increase the score. Like count is just a score over here. Like and it will determine if at the end, like if certain criteria is matched, like it will determine if the email address is potential phishing email or not. So that's about it. So that's about it for the check email .py file, what that does. And now once that is done, like after determining if it is a potential phishing email or not, like it will send it to database update. Like and it will just update the database, as you like I have showed you earlier. So it will just add the emails that it read to the database. And if it was like the email address was a phishing email, it will just add the email address of the phishing mail to the blacklist emails. And finally, alert.py. All the it does is, like if a potential a email address email sent to us to me was a potential phishing email, like it will just send me an alert with the name, email address of the sender, the subject, and when I received that, and what are the flags that it because of why it was considered a potential phishing email, rather than just sending me just the name and email. I get all this information so that I can be mentally prepared for for determining whether it is actually a phishing email or not. So that's about it. So with the code, you can just find this on my GitHub if you like to use it. So aside from that, there's nothing else. Thank you for sticking around.